Hey guys, Michelle Marie here, and I want to talk about postpartum. So if you're pregnant, you're probably wondering or thinking about all the time whether you're going to be able to get your body back. I know that I thought about that before I even got pregnant. Like when we started talking about getting pregnant, it was always like in the back of my mind, like, okay, well, when I do get pregnant, will I ever be able to get my body back? I remember thinking to myself that, like, it took me so long to get to the point where I felt really good about myself. Like, I worked so hard for so many years to get in really good shape, to get to the point where I felt confident, I felt good about myself, and I finally felt like I was in a good place, and I was like, am I going to mess this all up? Am I ever going to be able to get to this point again? Because I worked really hard, and it was many years of trial and error, of trying different things, of trying a million diets, about trying a million different workout programs and workout styles to finally get to that point. So I don't know where you're at today. I don't know if before getting pregnant you had also finally gotten to a point where you felt really good about yourself. Maybe you lost a lot of weight and you're starting to get your confidence back and feel good about yourself. Or if you were maybe had just started thinking about doing that, but you didn't really get to start. And maybe you had just, gained some weight and you were trying to be, healthy and fit before getting pregnant. Or whether maybe you just have never really worked out before, never really cared. But now you're pregnant and you've probably, like myself, heard all the horror stories, heard, so many stories from women who say things like that would stress me out. Things like, these stretch marks are from my baby. Or, I still have 30 pounds for my babies. I was never able to lose it. Meanwhile, their babies are like 5 and 8. Or, my body was never the same after I had kids. Like, I just remember thinking about all those things over and over because that's what you mostly hear from pregnant women. Very rarely do you hear, women being encouraging and sharing stories about how great they did during pregnancy. At least for myself, when I was pregnant years ago, I didn't hear very many positive things, and I didn't get to see a lot of very healthy and fit pregnant girls, so I didn't have a lot of inspiration and motivation, so it was hard. So I really did doubt if I could or if I would be able to, get my body back that I had worked so hard for and, get to a place where I felt good about again. The moms that I did see that were in really good shape, I was like, oh man, I want to be like that. So, fast forward now 9 years later, I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And being able to not just get in, recover my body back again after pregnancy, but I was able to get in literally the best shape of my life, like better than when I was 20 years old. And I was able to do that about probably 4 months after having my second baby. So it's possible. And after that, for the last 10 years, I've been working strictly with pregnant women. So I've worked with now, this sounds really crazy, I say over 120,000 because I feel like people won't believe me, but up to over 180,000 pregnant women that have gone through my programs. Hey, Jennifer. So I've seen what happens during pregnancy and what happens after, and I can tell you what I have seen has been the common denominator of those women who have been able to get their bodies back and quickly. So I want to share that with you, okay? Is that okay with you? Is it okay if I share with you my experience as a mom and my pregnancies and what I have been able to see and learn from the thousands of women that have gone through my programs? Hey, Lori. So before I start, let me just introduce myself really quickly in case some of you that are on here have never seen me or met me before. I'm Michelle Marie. I'm the creator of the Fit Mom to Be Pregnancy Workout Program. It's an online pregnancy workout program. It's been around for over 10 years. Like I said, I've had over 80,000 women go through it. I've just been working with pregnant women and postpartum moms for that long. I've been a fitness and health coach for 20 years. I know I started when I was 18. I am 38. I will be 39 in December. I'm a foodie. I love food. I love to eat. I love to be social. We have a busy life. And so basically, I'm like all about moderation. You will never see me promoting diets and cutting carbs and that kind of thing because I love balance. So that's a little bit about me, but I want to jump right into it first. But let me see what kind of questions are coming in. Getting back into shape quickly. Will be at my goal after this pregnancy I worked at. Oh, so great, Chelsea. Love that. Can you do this while pregnant? Yes, you can, Lorraine. So I want to talk to you about the one thing that all of these women, so I have a private Facebook group that all the women do that are in my Fit Mom to Be pregnancy workout program. So it's really motivating and inspiring because they post not just their journey, but then most of them go on to my postpartum program and post their postpartum pictures. All of them always post like picture from the hospital when they just have their baby. And so they tell us about their labor. They tell us about their results, their weight, and all these kinds of things. And it's been really cool to see, like, I always knew, I've been in the fitness industry for 20 years, so I've always known what works, and I know my programs work and I know exercise works, but to be able to see it like this at this level, thousands and thousands of women, I can now say to you things like, so it isn't like there isn't any research or there isn't any documentation that says exercise, at least not yet, that says exercise helps make labors faster and better. My doctor, when I had my first child, so that was 8 years ago, told me that he was pretty sure that the reason why my labor was so fast was because of my exercise regimen. So I can't tell you that it's written somewhere, but what I can tell you from 10 years of working with pregnant women and seeing thousands and thousands and thousands of them go through my programs, those that have been consistent and work out and do resistance-based workouts, you guys always have faster labors. Like, I wish I could give you a sneak peek into my private Facebook group so you could see these. It's like real. Like, these ladies are like, I pushed for 5 minutes. My labor was 2 hours. My labor was 5 hours. Some of them are like, even like, my labor was 8 hours and my other 2 labors were 30 plus hours. Like, it's unbelievable. So I can tell you that labor will for sure be so much easier and faster if you exercise during pregnancy because I've seen it happen. Okay, Lorraine says, I have really bad sickness which exhausts me. How can I get motivated? Okay, so I will talk about that. Just about to ask if you can do during pregnancy. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to talk about postpartum and pregnancy is because so much of what will happen to you during postpartum is a relation of what you do during pregnancy. So those women that do not exercise and do not eat right during pregnancy have a really tough time losing the weight and getting their body back. Not only that, but I've seen firsthand, not like somebody told, like I've seen several, like hundreds of times, like a lot of women who end up with postpartum depression because you guys, not only are your hormones incredibly crazy postpartum, like even crazier than during pregnancy, but it's really tough after you've just been like this for 9 months to then you have this baby and you still look like halfway like this. It's really tough to see yourself. A lot of women hide in their homes or hide in their clothes. They don't want to go out. They don't want to see their friends. They don't want their husbands to see them because they feel ashamed. They don't feel good. And it hurts me. It kills me so badly, you guys. I can't tell you. This is why I'm so passionate about what I do, because I know that what I'm doing, that my programs, that pushing you guys to exercise during pregnancy could possibly prevent you from having postpartum depression. So yes, everything that happens to you postpartum is a complete relation of what you do now during pregnancy. So I want you to know that exercise is, you guys, everything during pregnancy. I mean, it makes such a huge impact. And let me explain to you why, because after 20 years of working with people in the fitness industry, especially women, I've seen that once you buy it, like I'm the same thing, like my husband will tell me something and I'll be like, I'll blow him off. But if he like explains it to me and I get it and I see the benefit and I buy into whatever he's trying to convince me of, then I'm more like, open to doing it. So I want to explain to you why. So not all exercise, but resistance-based workouts are the best workouts to help gain strength and muscle, okay? Now, when you gain muscle physiologically in the body, your body composition changes, okay? So you lose body fat and you gain muscle. It's just what happens. It's physiological. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant. So many women don't think it's possible to get toned and gain muscle during pregnancy, but it is. Your physiology doesn't change. Is it a little bit harder? Possibly, but even now, it's like I get surprised still to this day after 20 years in the industry. But like I can't tell you how many girls, like one of the girls posted the other day, like a picture of like a selfie of herself, like, showing her arm muscles, and she was like, I am more toned now than before pregnancy. Like, does that not blow your mind? It's amazing. But so resistance-based workout helps you gain muscle more than cardio, more than ballet bar, more than Pilates, more than yoga. All of those kinds of workouts are great for you. I'm not bashing them, but resistance-based workouts are just the most effective for gaining muscle, which during pregnancy is really great because it helps you be able to change your body composition and be able to get leaner and toned and compact versus, which is what the body wants to do when you're pregnant, right? So many women are able to have belly-only pregnancies because their arms get even tighter than before pregnancies. Their legs even get, your hips will definitely expand. We can't change that with exercise. They will widen. But your legs will get super toned. And another thing that is huge about resistance-based workouts is the core training. So as your belly is expanding, basically what's happening is all your organs and your muscles are distending, okay? They're separating. So that is why sometimes you'll see, a mom with a 1-year-old or a 9-month-old, and she still looks like she's 5-6 months pregnant, but she looks great otherwise. Like she may look really fit, but the abdomen is the muscles in the abdomen are completely distended. When you do resistance-based workouts, it's like impossible to do even a bicep curl without tightening your core and working those deep-lying muscles of the core. So when you do weight training or resistance-based training, you work your core every single exercise without even doing a crunch. So it really helps to train those muscles. It's like, imagine like a tug of war, right? So the baby is pulling say this is your body, the baby's growing this way and it's trying to pull your muscles and your organs this way, but then every day you're pulling them back because you're doing resistance-based workouts and you're tightening your core and you're tightening those muscles and you're strengthening and you're toning, and it really helps so much. Like I said, it just still to this day, after 20 years of doing this, blows my mind when I see these girls, because so many times I get like, oh, well, that's you because you're a trainer. That's you because you've been doing this for so long. That's you because you work out so much. But this is just like real women, like real moms, just like you, that are having babies and they look like they have their period bloated like a week after pregnancy. That's how amazing they look. Like women who haven't worked out before pregnancy. Like it's amazing. I'm telling you, it still blows my mind. But that's the power of resistance-based workouts and why I want to encourage you to do it during pregnancy, because it will save you so much work and so much time and so much heartache postpartum. You also gain strength. It's one of the things that's also so hard is when you're postpartum and you feel like you have so much weight to lose and you feel so weak because you haven't worked out all pregnancy. that it is so, and you're hormonal, so it's so incredibly hard to get started because you feel like there's so long, like such a huge ways to go that you never even get started. I don't know if you felt like that before, maybe before pregnancy, when you maybe had like so much weight to lose or so much work. Like imagine when you're like, oh, you have so much work to do, but you just don't start because it's like overwhelming. So people freeze, women freeze. But if you're working out all throughout your pregnancy and you're strong, you don't get to that point postpartum where you feel so out of shape and you feel like you've got so much to do, you feel like you've got all this work to do. You just get right back into it. It really just makes it so much easier. And also being able to be, and you guys, you know, especially with kids, if you already have kids, you know how important routine is. And like I tell my sister is like about 3.5 years younger than me, and she's trying to get pregnant, and she's recently gained some weight, and she says she doesn't have time, you know, to exercise, and it kills me because I just know how much harder it is when you have kids. And if you can't make the time like before you have kids to exercise, it's like really slims your chances of being able to do it postpartum, you know, or when you have kids. And there's nothing that feels, no, there is, but like it just feels so great to be able to be a mom and feel confident and feel good and give that example to your kids. And you just, as a mom, especially like for me, I have a girl, when you feel good about yourself, you exude this confidence. It's so important for your kids to see. And so I really feel like that's also really one of the benefits of exercising during pregnancy, is that it will make exercise postpartum so much easier. Like probably 80% of the ladies that do my Fit Mom to Be pregnancy workout program also do my postpartum program. And it's like so amazing to hear them because they're in there, right? And because there's like, in the postpartum program, there's preparatory workouts that you can do like right after having the baby before you get clearance. And they're all like, I can't wait to start working out. I can't like, and you'd figure that like being exhausted and having a new baby, like they just want to sleep. They can't wait to start working out because they've just been working out the whole time, the whole pregnancy. So it's just like you miss it, you crave it, and you know how much better it makes you feel. And so you want to keep going. So that's another reason. So exercise, I would say, if you do the right kind of exercise, so resistance-based workouts. If you could do resistance-based workouts 3 to 4 times a week during your pregnancy, I can almost guarantee you will be able to lose your baby weight so much faster, and be able to get your body back. Keep telling you, I've been floored at how quickly these women have been recovering postpartum and getting their bodies back. Like, I mean, could you imagine, like the other day, I think it was yesterday, somebody posted that they had their baby, and right postpartum, she was 5 pounds away from pre-pregnancy weight. Like, you just had the baby and you're 5 pounds away. Could you imagine like how you would feel like being 5 pounds away from your pre-pregnancy weight just hours after having your baby? Can you imagine how great that feels and like how exciting it is to like get that off? And like, can you imagine how much easier it is to get in like the best shape of your life after that? It's amazing. So that, and of course eating healthy. Now, you know, it's like you always hear abs are made in the kitchen. Eating is so important. It's just, I just feel like it's even more important to exercise during pregnancy because of all of the benefits. But the great thing about diet during pregnancy is that you really don't have to diet. Like, I ate super healthy, but I didn't like hardcore, like not eat anything bad. Like, I mean, I ate, like, I remember eating, I say this and people make fun of me, like, oh my God, you ate bread. But like, I remember eating bagels, and I remember like being able to going out to dinner with my husband and having dessert with him. I remember having pizza and giving into my cravings. But just if you do that in moderation, like if you just try to make good choices, not like you're trying to diet, I actually always steer away from cutting carbs, especially during pregnancy. But if you just eat healthy, try not to eat out as much, eat balanced, eat till you're satisfied. Don't use pregnancy as an excuse to eat for 2 and overeat. Just eat every few hours, and you give in to your cravings, or you indulge moderately, and then you're able to like on the weekends they have like pizza for dinner on Friday night, and then Saturday, just hop back right into having a healthy breakfast and having a healthy snack. You're gonna see great results. And it just makes losing weight postpartum and getting in shape and feeling confident and energized so much easier. So I hope that you are encouraged today. I hope that you're feeling a little bit challenged if you haven't worked out. It's never, ever too late. So don't think if you're watching in this and you're like, damn it, I missed it. I should have worked out. I should have. Listen, even if you are 30 weeks, if you start working out now, you've got 10 weeks. Do you know the kind of results you can get in 10 weeks? A heck of a lot more than if you didn't do anything, than if you sat on your butt. I can tell you that because my second pregnancy, I was on bed rest for like 4 or 5 months because I had placenta previa, and it resolved itself, I think, because I prayed so much and I kept envisioning the placenta moving up. So I got cleared to exercise at around 30 weeks. I didn't work out for 5 months. I worked out for 10 weeks, and can I tell you, not even kidding, in like 8 weeks, in like 3 weeks, I could see a difference in my arms, in my legs. And I was so afraid that I would gain so much more weight than my first pregnancy because I worked out my whole first pregnancy and I did so good and I felt so good, and now I couldn't. But 10 weeks, my whole body changed. So I know, not just from stories, because a lot of these women, a lot of the girls that start my program start in their 20-ish weeks. A lot of women think that they're, too late, but they're not. 20-ish weeks is great to start. You've got plenty of time. But even 6, 8, 10 weeks, you could do so much in that time because the body responds so good, especially if you haven't done anything. And then all of a sudden you start, like one of the girls posted the other day, I think I sent out an email today, if you're on my email list. I sent out an email today and I posted about, I think her name was I can't remember her name, Kate, I can't remember, but she said that she couldn't believe how good she felt and what a difference she saw, and she started the program early September. So it hasn't even been a month, you guys, and she's already seeing results. So that just goes to show you that it's never too late, and even in a 1 month, you can see results, and something is always better than nothing. So I hope that you got that resistance-based workouts is everything, and that it's gonna help you so much to be able to get your body back postpartum, so much to be able to lose your baby weight and feel strong, and it's gonna help you so much to be able to keep that routine and that lifestyle and make exercise important, and how much that's gonna help your confidence and how much your confidence is gonna inspire and make a difference in your kids. And so I hope that you're doing it. And if you are not doing it, I hope that you will start. And if you don't know where to start, I put a link here in the post to a free workout challenge that I do, pregnancy workout challenge. It's kind of like a sample of my Fit Mom to Be pregnancy workout program. So if you want to jump right into the pregnancy workout program because you don't have a lot of time and you just want to go all in, then go for it. But I know that sometimes some of the women like to kind of see if they can do it, see if they like it. You can try that. You can join that for free and see if you think you could continue on for the next few weeks or months. So that all is there for you, and I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. And Jennifer says, do you have a page we can follow? I do. So if you just click on my name, it says MMF Pregnancy Coach. You can just click on that and just click like page, and you'll have more access to me. And I will share the link to the Pregnancy Workout Challenge private Facebook page. The other page is for the ladies that are in my Fit Mom to Be pregnancy workout program. So that is more of a close-knit community, and it's private. But I share a lot of stuff on the Pregnancy Workout Challenge one and also on this page. So that's all. Okay, no problem, Jennifer. Good luck, guys.